Fantastic. You will notice that while we're looking at the leads and prospects, I mentioned something relating to email templates. Email templates are the frequently sent email for communication between you and the customer. A request for proposal will almost always be the same format of email. Thank you for the request for proposal. Find attached the. So it will be so redundant for you to type that message over and over again, which is why we use the email template. Antoniette, can you go ahead with your question? Go ahead, Professor.
Okay, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, thank you. Go ahead.
My name is Dumebi from Flex Money. Okay, first I want to ask a question. I know my colleague has asked that question before, but you said something that we need to start looking for getting their emails. Our customers are different from other businesses, which they actually, before they can understand what you're saying, you need to speak in a very lame term. And sometimes you need to break it down. Sometimes you need to even write, some of us write in Yoruba. So why would a customer that don't even understand even when we chat, then how would we not tell them that they should not start opening an email address? That's number one. Because we've not finished speaking with them with WhatsApp that we use. Then how do we not tell them that, please open
I understand that. Email address? Yeah, I understand that. Move to the next question.
These are customers that actually give us, that actually transact with us.
I understand.
That's number one. Good. Number two, is it a way you can, this is a CRM. So there's a way you can input that we can also generate our ticket from WhatsApp. That's number two. It's a CRM, so it's possible. It's very, very possible. Number three, you said leads and said something like as in for leads and prospects.
Yes.
So this leads and prospects now, are we using it to save all our new clients' names and details and the rest? That's what I want to know, because we have customers that we've not yet actually called and the rest. So is all this thing up? Is it new client that we're bringing in? We've not talking to them about the business, and we're about we want to introduce the business to. And are these your leads and your prospects? Is that what you mean by leads and prospects? That's the three questions for now.
Thank you. Fantastic question you just asked. If you can just raise down your hand now. All right. Good. Yes, you can raise down your hand. Thank you. All right. So I understand that so there are some particular types of business who don't prioritize email. By the nature of the business, there are some customers that might not even have email address. All right, so there are two primary information that you should have, at least minimum of one of those information, either the email address or the phone number. So if you have the phone number, you can actually use the phone number. Moses, please, can you mute your mic? Moses, mute your mic. Oh, thank you. All right, good. So if you have the phone number, you can enter the phone number and enter the phone number at your company's email address in the email section. So what I meant is that if my phone number is 08023, in the email section, you can enter 08023@sico.ng. What the system will do is that the system will skip sending the email, but we send it as an SMS to the customer, stating that a ticket code has been created for you and your issue is being resolved. So if you follow this format, all of your customers that are not technology inclined, you can still bring them in. The second part of it is WhatsApp integration. We're currently working on the WhatsApp integration. And once that is done, from your leads and prospects, you can actually also send WhatsApp messages. I'm using this demo account I'm using does not have WhatsApp enabled. But if there is WhatsApp enabled, you will see a fourth icon here for WhatsApp messages. And you can click on it to send WhatsApp. Then you will see here on the left menu where what is called WhatsApp. So here you can click on WhatsApp and see all of the WhatsApp communication that you have exchanged with your customers. So the third question is on the integration of the WhatsApp. We're currently working on it. I'm sure between this week and next week, we'll conclude on the WhatsApp integration. Your third question, the leads and prospects are exactly what they are. They are leads and prospects. They are not your customers. Your customers, you will register under clients. All right. So customers will be registered under clients. But people who are not yet your customers, but they are potential customers, they are already making inquiries about your product, or you already identify them as potential customers, they should be registered under leads, so that from all of your leads, the admin can then say, okay, this week you register 30 leads. How many of them did we convert to customer? That is a very good report to know. But if you are not registering them, then it's just going to be figures. And sometimes those figures will not be correct. So all potential customers, people making inquiries about your product and services, they should be documented under leads. Now, I'll show you a particular aspect of these leads that the admin can use. So if you are an admin, you can click on this button that says switch to Kanban, switch to Kanban. So if you click on that, it will segment all the leads for you according to their category or their stage on the sales funnel. So you will now see how many leads were entered today, how many leads are in meeting, how many leads are in negotiation, how many leads are about to close, how many leads are sales close. So you see here now, you see inquiries. I have 50 leads in inquiries. So this is very good information because I know that, okay, my team are working on 50 leads. Then I have 18 in meeting. If I come back to this tomorrow and it is still 50 and 18, it means people are not working because these are supposed to move from inquiry. Some of them will request for meeting, you move them to meeting. Some of them will start negotiation, you move them to negotiation. There will be some of your leads that are in inquiry that will be unqualified. You need to move them to unqualified. And the movement is pretty simple. I can drag and drop and move them across the board once they qualify. So the unqualified, you move them to unqualified. Those that are pending payment, you move to pending payment. Once the person has paid and is using your service, you move to converted. And for the admin, you can actually search for a particular agent and view the lead dashboard for that agent. You can say from Monday to Friday, I want to see what is the leads that have been entered, and then filter. That will show you how many new leads that particular agent has entered, how many has moved to meeting, how many in negotiation, how many is unqualified, pending payment, how many is converted. So this is a very useful information for the admin, which is why you have to enter those records. What you are not capturing, you cannot measure. It's when you capture that you can measure. So that's the importance of the leads. If I go to the clients, in the client section, these are people who are already your customer. They are your customer. So here, you register them as new clients. And you put all of their information in here. For all of your clients, you will see all clients. So these are all of your clients. You will see active. Those that are inactive, you set as inactive under action. The client that is owing you money, you will see it under outstanding amount. The money you have received from your client, you will see it under received amount. What you have spent on that client. Maybe your client subscribed for 20,000 naira each, and that means you have received 20,000 naira. You could have spent 15,000 naira on that client. So this helps you to know what is the profit margin across the contracts that you have from each client to each client. And it starts by documenting all of your clients. So if you document your clients under the new client, you have them in here. And then I can now go to, this is the ABC that was creating conflict before, American Business Association. So I can now go to ABC and say, okay, we have invoiced these guys. So you document your invoice here and put the amount. So the system now tracks those amounts as spending amount. When they pay, you go under payment, you document the payment. All right. So the system tracks that payment. When they have issues, you track them under activities. When you send new proposal to upgrade plan, you track them under proposal. You send email, you track them under email. So all of these details forms the journey of the customer across time. So if you have issues with that customer, it helps you to quickly narrow it down. What has happened in the past with this customer? So that is the client. Don't confuse it for leads and status. All right, so I'll move to the next one. Now for the admin, we have what is called employee setup. Yeah, so we have what is called employee. So under employee, you click on add new employee, because what we do for each of the business units is to create an admin username and password. For instance, for SQL now, we have created an admin username and password. So it's with that admin that you can now add additional employee. So for the new company, for ThinkTel now, so we're going to create an admin username and password. Once you have that admin username and password, you then have to come to employee, go to add employee, and create a username and password for each of your employees that we have access to this. And it's as simple by just providing their first name, their last name, and then the phone number of the person. The extension. The extension is if that person is making call. For all agents that are making call, there will be an extension attached. All right, so put the extension. If it's not a call person, then don't put any extension. Username, the system will automatically form it. So you can put a default password for that person. Then select the role. The role will always be CRM agent. The status will be active. Location will be office. If you have people working remotely, then you want to set location to remote and then submit. So that's how you create a new employee access, and then forward the username and the password to the employee. All right, just keep. All right. So that's how you create username and password for employee. Now, if you go under settings, there are some new things that the admin needs to do. If you go under settings, you have main settings. So it's from this main setting, pay attention to employee email templates. So you create all the email templates, emails that the agent will be sending to customers. You should have template for them. So if you go to new template, then I can have an email called new product introduction. Okay, and then what will be the subject of that email? Introducing our new parcel. All right, and then you put the message in here. Yes, sir. And then you type. So once you create this email template and you save, each time your team member wants to send a mail to a lead or to a client, they can select that section called template and select new product introduction. And that will automatically bring the body of the message and the subject. And all they have to do is to click on send. So this is the new template. Then you have what is called email attachment. Sometimes when you are sending introducing new parcel, you want them to attach the picture of the parcel. So here you go under email attachment and then attach that parcel here. So here you will see I already have some attachment. I have attachment of our company logo because I want them to include the company logo as part of the attachment. It will just show at a footer. So I have our company profile. I have one of our product banner. I have the registration form in PDF, the proposal, CRM proposal, our CRM need assessment form. So all those documents that you know that they need to send to your customer often, you will create them as new attachment here. So if you go under new attachment, give it a title that the agent can easily relate with or identify. So this one is proposal or raindrop. All right. Then you already have that file in PDF. So you click on choose, select that file from your system and attach, and then say submit. By clicking on this submit, it will create that new attachment. So each time they are under leads and prospects, they will be able to select from the list of attachments that you have added here or from the list of email templates that you have added here. We have what is called ticket tag. Remember under ticket, the only tag we saw there was inquiry. So you now see under ticket tag, the only tag we have here is inquiry. But we can have other tags. You can have tags for complaint. You can have tags for issues. You can have tags for hospital location. So here you create those tags and then assign a color to the tag. I'll create a new tag for support. All right, and then for support, I'll assign red and then say add. So now I have a tag for inquiry and for support. So create as many tags that relate to your business scenario in here so that when agents are creating tickets, they can select the appropriate tag to attach. Now, for some of your reporting, you can look at call history. So call history will show you all the various history, of course, across the agents that you have. So here it goes down in details of what call was made on which day. All right. You can narrow down to the dates, this month, last month, this year, or a custom date, which you require from to. All right. And from here, you can go to the bottom. That will give you the summary. So for each of the extensions, the total number of calls, the duration of that total calls. So here I see 16 calls made by this person. And for all of that 16 calls, it was for 32 minutes, meaning the average talk time for all of these calls is 2 minutes. All right. So I can see 7 calls For all of those 7 calls, it was for 11 minutes, meaning the average talk time for each of these calls is under 1 minute 20 seconds. So that gives you insightful information, and then you know whether your team are making quality conversation with the customer or they are just in a hurry. So, so that's the setting. I've taken you through the setting. If we go back to the leads, just to show you where those templates works. If you go back to the leads and you click on email, you will see where you can apply the template. So here you see load templates, load templates. So if I select here, I can select the templates, which you will have created under settings. And that will automatically load all of the information that you have typed in there here. Then you have attachments. So if you click on add attachment here, you will see a drop down. Remember, I have my company logo. I can select that. That's one of the attachments I want. I need a second attachment. Then here, I want to send the pricing information. So it makes it easier. Within minutes, I'm done and I can send this email and it's gone. All right, so those are the essential areas which I think you should focus on. If there are any questions, I'd like to take them now before we end this section. Any question? Hello, if you have any question, please feel free to jump in now. Okay, I think I know where to send the username and password for the ThinkTel. Yeah. All right. Do you have any question? Any question from any of the business units on the areas that I've mentioned? If you have a question, just unmute yourself so we can hear you. Unmute yourself so we can hear you. All right, so I assume we don't have any question. It's well understood. Thank you very much for joining this training section. I will upload the video recording so you can watch from time to time for areas where you need clarification. You can also reach out to me if you need any additional information. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining. You have a great day. Bye.
Bye.